like something was sitting on you.
Oh, this room smells real bad.
Oh, fuck. I took my hand off it.
Can you give us a little sound?
Oh, dude.
It just felt like all hell broke loose.
They definitely didn't like that.
So we received an email from a man who stated that his grandfather had recently passed away and left the house to him.
My grandfather Jack died here a couple months ago. He left the house to me in his will. But when I'm here staying the night, I notice a presence that I do not recognize. And it's becoming kind of difficult for me to deal with.
It's always really exciting when we get contacted by somebody to do an investigation in a home because it's typically very personal and it kind of gives us an opportunity to use our skills to help somebody out.
My grandmother died a few years back. And you know they say once one goes, it's not long after the other follows. Not much has changed in the house besides me being here. But every time I show up, there's just some weird shit going on in this house that I don't have words to explain.
He's seen cabinets that he knows were closed opened up. He says that he gets a really strange feeling every time he's there, and he wanted Tanner and I to go and see if we could capture any kind of paranormal activity on camera or maybe figure out what's going on there for him.
I'm excited to see what you guys find and maybe give me some answers to what I'm going to do with the house in the future. You can have the house as long as you need it. I just need you to find something that gives me an answer whether or not I should keep it or whether I'm in danger staying here.
Anytime I do an investigation that's off the beaten path as far as tourist attractions, haunted hotels, haunted prisons, places that people go all the time, I've gotten communication in those, but I feel like when you're going into someone's home or the house of someone who's passed away, you have the opportunity to communicate with something that no one else ever has before. Going in the house at nighttime, it was definitely creepy because just the way the house was set up. You know, you've got this long hallway, doors with shadows in every single room, and you could feel a presence as soon as you walked in there.
What is that? Is that a church? This town is weird. Huh. So the church starts ringing the bell as we're walking in the front door. That's pretty creepy. All right, you ready to do it?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
As soon as we entered the house, I already felt like an eerie feeling. Just all those rooms down the hallway, just dark. It was just a little bit creepy.
Yeah, if you get anything on there, just let me know and I'll jump to your laptop. Oh, dude, scared the shit out of me. I'll jump to your laptop. Oh, dude, you scared the shit out of me.
We did try to use the Kinect sensor to see if we could capture any kind of thermal apparitions or any kind of skeleton figures, because with the Kinect camera it does sense human bodies and it can also sense presences that are not human.
Nothing here.
I think we're clear in here.
Okay.
Next room.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can't access this door.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, definitely check the rocking chair and a small bed.
There's places that you go into that you feel nothing. And then there's places that you walk into and you could just feel like something is on you. And this was one of those places. As soon as we walked in, you could just feel like something was sitting on you.
Hello. If there are any spirits present here, can you give us a sign that you're here? Yeah, you can definitely tell this was like an old man's place. Or like at least an old couple, you know?
Yeah.
It's like all sorts of old.
We did our sweep, we walked down the hallways, and this house had so many different rooms in it and so many different doors. We decided that we were going to close each door as we finished up in that room, just so that we could keep track of everything that we'd done.
Let's keep closing these doors.
You close that one, I'll head to
Yep.
the next room.
In the very back of the house, there was one room in particular that had a towel underneath the crack of the door. And when we opened up that door,
It just reeked. It was just nasty. Like, it's so nasty and foul. Like, I could taste it. Like, just like rotting.
to the point that Tanner and I thought there might be a dead animal in one of these cabinets. It stunk. It wasn't a good feeling walking into that room.
What's this door?
Oh, good question. There's like a mat on the floor.
To the outside?
Maybe. Like you don't want stuff crawling in. Oh, this room stinks. Oh, this room smells real bad. You smell it?
Dude. What the fuck is that smell?
There's got to be something dead in here. Maybe like a dead rodent up there somewhere?
I don't know. That yeah, it smells like decomp. Whoa. But there's like photos in here like it was a. What do you think, this is an office or something?
Maybe.
Like old
There's
Macy's
a lot of photos.
family gathered fire department. Let's check it. Old news clippings and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it stinks.
Yeah.
Bad. Yeah, maybe we stay out of this room.
I almost wonder if what he's been feeling here is his grandpa at all, or if it's something.
Maybe it's something else, right?
something else.
Yeah.
And we found paintings and drawings that kind of painted a picture of Grandpa Jack being a military man.
It's a pretty cool painting, actually. Oh, this room's kind of crazy.
Dining room, old picture of grandpa,
Yeah?
old painting. Check this chair. Check this chair.
He doesn't look happy, right?
Not at all.
It looks like an angry face, actually. Yeah, we'll have the Ovilus running. We'll run the spirit box. We'll see if any communication comes through.
I don't get a good feeling here.
I don't either, just because of that smell in that room.
It doesn't.
Like, it doesn't feel like a...
I've smelled that smell before.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like a good vibe. Maybe you don't like speaking through the woman's voice on the Ovilus. Huh? Greg learn? Huh.
It's not Jack.
Greg learn. Greg, what did you learn?
Or did he teach Greg something?
Yeah, Greg learned.
Please stop looking at that window.
I'm trying
It's
not
over
to,
my
bro.
shoulder.
It just, I feel like something's looking at me from over there. Cause the light's aiming over there. It's just weird. And that face on the wall too. There's just things like from that direction that are.
Right at us. Look at the angle of his face.
Let's give him more options for communication. You can communicate through the ovulus, and you could also communicate through the spirit box. It's either this or this. What's it gonna be? Try to say something. Try to say something.
We were definitely getting activity in the spirit box and the ovulus, and we just had to take those things and kind of go through them in post to discover exactly what was being said.
He said I'm not stupid. Did you hear that?
Speak more clearly, whoever you are. Whoever you are.
While we were doing the spirit box, we did hear a faint noise of a piano key, and we stopped to see if that was actually the piano. It was kind of hard to tell listening back on the camera at the time. However, in post-production, it was much more clear that definitely there was a key or something that was struck while we were listening to the spirit box.
Did you hear the piano for just a second? Did you hear the piano for just a second? Might not have been. But that sounds like
I was zoned in
I
on
thought I heard like what?
energy. I was zoned in
I
on
thought I heard like what?
energy.
There's energy out here?
You feel our energy? It's good or bad energy? Total. That's not clear enough. Are you an evil entity?
Oh, it's definitely picking up a reading here. For some reason. I'm telling you, I think I heard the piano. We'll have to listen to the tape, but like, I thought I heard something over the, and look, there's actually a key pressed down. Look. Maybe that was that. It's getting good readings though.
There's definitely energy here.
Yeah, try to hold it higher maybe. Like if you hold it up, yeah.
This is your chance.
Who are you?
Speak up.
Tell us. Give us a name.
So we tested that out for a little bit. We really didn't get anything, and we decided we were going to go ahead and turn up the volume a little and test out the Ouija board. We could leave this running. You want to give the Ouija board a shot?
Yeah, let's do
You want to just do that?
Yeah.
Jump straight to it? While using the Ouija board, there was a certain point where the planchette started to move. And as soon as it started moving, something struck the piano really hard, and it startled Tanner. Alright, let's give it the 3 spins. 1, 2, 3.
What is your name?
You can feel free to move this planchette if you would like to communicate with us. Are you evil? Is this Grandpa Jack?
It's moving.
I got 2 fingers on, I'm barely touching. I think it's going to no. That's what it's looking like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's going past the
Move.
letter.
Oh, fuck.
What happened?
I took my hand off it. It's never my intention to break communication or to release anything, but when you're doing a Ouija session or anything like that, sometimes it's difficult to stay focused on what you're doing when things are actually happening physically in the world around you.
What happened?
I took my hand off it.
We both know that it's not good to take your hands off the planchette when you're in the middle of having communication. People say that that could release things out into the physical world. It can be disturbing to whoever you're communicating with. It can upset them, make them angry. A lot of things that we see or capture, people could always chalk up to coincidence. But what are the chances?
The second I broke contact, I noticed the light flicker above us.
Yeah, it looks like it's going past the letter.
Hand off it.
Like all the way?
Just my left fingers, yeah.
Okay, well, it stopped moving. Maybe just keep trying, I guess?
Yeah.
Do you see that light flicker?
Yeah, man.
That was weird too. After that happened, we couldn't get whatever entity was communicating with us to move the planchette again. It was dead still from that point on. Alright, so maybe let's try to spin it again.
Okay.
You know, and we'll just start fresh, right? We're sorry that we broke the pact.
No disrespect.
If you're still here, we would still like to communicate. We heard the piano again in the hallway, and we decided to wrap up the Ouija board session. We moved the planchette to the goodbye. We wanted to bring our cameras and go see what was going on in the hallway with the piano. We figured maybe it's trying to draw us to the piano. It keeps making noises at the piano. Do you no longer want to communicate with us? Bro, you know what? Let's just end this. Yeah, I want to see what's going on. That's the second time I heard that. That was clear as day. And as we turned that corner, it was just, I got him right now. I don't know if you could see that, if you could zoom in, but there's goosebumps all over my arm, and that's the feeling. I still got them. I can remember that feeling so much that it makes the hair stand up on my arms. Is that you playing the piano? I don't see any more of the keys pushed down. If that was you, can you do it again?
Come on, we're here now. We've got the cameras on you.
I know it's not exactly traditional or the way everyone does things, but sometimes me and Casey do choose to provoke so that we can get some type of reaction to open communication. So I decided to play the piano back, and they definitely didn't like that.
I'll do it.
Yeah. Can you give us a little sound?
Tanner decided he was gonna make some noises on it and say, hey, look, you know, you're making noises, I can make some noises too. He started pushing some keys, and at that moment it just felt like all hell broke loose.
Is that you playing the piano? I don't see any more of the keys pushed down. If that was you, can you do it again? Come on, we're here now. We've got the cameras on you. And go ahead, make a sound.
Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah. Can you give us a little sound?
Dude.
When the doors began to rumble, it felt like the fucking world was ending. Like I've never felt fear like that on an investigation, and I just kind of was frozen.
I can't even describe on camera how terrifying that felt.
Dude.
It was almost like every door in the house was rumbling, and it felt aggressive, it felt violent,
And I just kind of was frozen. Like, I don't know, just couldn't process it or what.
and then I saw the chandelier swinging in the hallway.
Dude.
We kind of froze for a sec and then just got the fuck out of there. There's no fucking way. Yeah, dude, there's no fucking way we're staying in that.
From almost every door in the house, right? It wasn't just me, like it was every fucking door.
I wonder, dude, I don't know if I triggered something with taking my finger off the planchette or
Yeah, I don't
kind
know.
of taunting him with the piano.
The fact that it seemed like he was really unhappy with you is even more of a reason not to want to stay there tonight.
Yeah.
What I would say for the man who reached out to us as far as us trying to capture paranormal on camera, I don't think that that would be your grandfather.
Say what you want about us being cowards or whatever, but when you're dealing with a presence like that that is trying to take action against you, it's not a game. We're not there to get hurt.
I don't know if the activity that you've received has been as aggressive, but what I would recommend is probably not to stay in that house until you have had the house cleansed.
We'd had enough. We were both just pretty much done with that investigation. As far as what I think he should do with Grandpa Jack's house, he should consider getting professional help.
If you intend on keeping the house, just make sure you hire someone that knows what they're doing as far as cleansing and rituals and stuff like that.
I do believe it is haunted by an evil entity. It's pretty clear to me that we weren't welcome there.
We do our part by coming in and trying to make communication, see if there is anything to communicate with, which we have, and now it's on you to do your part and decide what you want to do with the actual house.
floorboard looks removable. I'm gonna sleep pretty damn good tonight. There was some activity while we were out.
Is that it?
Yeah.